WFM 91.7.
Thank you very, very much for keeping us locked on to Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. How are you doing today, being Friday, day 27 in the month of October 2023? Yes, we have about 4 days to the end of this month. Are you pretty excited about this one? Don't worry. 2023 is gradually winding up. And before you know it, we're in 2024. And I really do hope that all of our heart's desires manifest right in good time. And this hardship would also, go away someday. And we will be glad and excited and have our smiles on our faces once again. My name is Blessing Agweta. Thank you very much for joining me on Panorama today. Panorama is that radio program where leaders from different geopolitical zones come together to discuss, dissect, and disagree on topical issues. You can be a part of the conversation by calling us on 07000 917 917. Send us a text and a WhatsApp message on 0703 175 6537. Log into our website www.wfm917.com. Download the mobile app, the BFM 917. Send in your thoughts to our social media platforms, the WFM 917. That is how you can be a part of the conversation. All right, and now we are being joined by our guest for today, Buki Femi Ajala. Good morning, Buki. How are you doing today?
Yes, Buki Femi Ajala is doing great. Thank you so much. So to our Panorama family, wherever you are on the surface of the earth, we want to say Happy Friday.
Yes, sir. Happy Friday.
I know some of us are looking forward to Saturday and Sunday. So once again, I want to say good morning, and to Blessing and the team, I want to say good morning.
Good morning.
And if I should go to Germany, they will always say good morning.
Oh, wow. All right. Thank you very much, Buki.
And I can't remember how they taught me to greet Akwa Ibom way now. I think it's whatever it is.
Okay. Yeah, just say good morning. Thank you very much, Vicky, for being a part of the conversation today. So I would like us to start off the conversation with this particular one that's been making around since yesterday. Apparently, this story broke out yesterday, and it has been a topic on the lips of many Nigerians as we speak. And it is about how a suspected Yahoo boy identified as Collins was arrested yesterday for allegedly killing his girlfriend, identified as Justina in Port Harcourt. Now, according to report, Collins was apprehended by his estate's security personnel when he was trying to dispose of her corpse after killing and extracting her eyes and body and dismembering her. So it was said that this particular lady was a 300 level student of the University of Port Harcourt before a premature demise. And he is a 400 level student of the school as well. And it has been said that they were in a relationship. I think it was said that they were dating for about 3 years or so. Because after this death, we saw videos of them together, playing love and all of that. But this particular one, it saddens my heart because I feel that a lot of people have taken it upon themselves to blame the victim. People are saying so many things instead of that's making people cringe. Like, this has happened. Instead of us to come together to say, this is something sad. It is not supposed to continue this way. We're not supposed to, live in fear as women or as girls. We're not supposed to, because at the end of the day, all of these violence acts, you see people say, oh, they are looking for ritual. It is the woman they will kill. You say, people are saying they want to kidnap somebody. It is the woman. They want to extract one part of the body. It is the woman. Like, what is the crime? But it is so unfortunate that instead of people addressing the root cause of evil, addressing this crime, addressing the perpetrator, and seeking for justice, some people have taken it upon themselves to blame the victims. the victim. Some people have taken it upon themselves to blame the victim. And, they are going about talking about how, she was probably with a guy because of the money. I mean, it was said that he's a Yahoo boy. Maybe the guy was giving her money. Maybe if the guy was poor, she wouldn't have been in a relationship with a guy. If this and that. And it's just so crazy. Where do we go from here? How do you, I don't know, as much as we have some girls or some ladies who would deliberately be in a relationship with someone because the person has money or because of what the person has to offer, right? We have people who are just, innocent, who would go into a relationship because they love the person, because they want companionship. But before you know it, at the end of the day, one thing would happen. You hear, the boyfriend killed the girl. If it is not physically abusing the person, it's about murdering the person. It's about this and that. This week alone, I can't count the number of stories I have, been able to see or read about violence against women and girls. And this is really, really, really disheartening. Buki, where do we go from here? Where exactly did we get it wrong?
Blessing, as you were talking, can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, please.
So as you were talking, that how did we get to this place? It just occurred to me that when you depart from God, automatically you land in the laps of the devil. So it is either God or the devil. It is either God or the devil. And if you look at what is happening, I mean, talk of corruption, injustice, instability, name it, whatever it is because we have deviated from God. This has nothing to do that with religious or whatever it is. No. As long as one believes that you are created by a divine power, which everybody agrees that it is God, He had put all in us His Spirit to choose either good or bad. That's why even before, let's talk about Nigeria, even before we got to know about Christianity or Islam or whatever it is, there were some religion going on, call it anything. Even in it, they will tell you that this is the right way to do things and this is the wrong way to do things. So that is number one. And really, that is the root of the problem that we're having, that we see black and we call it white. That is why somebody will say, go and look for a human being and bring the parts of that human being to make money. That is why you will find out that somebody will say, go and bring babies or go and bring human beings or want to have human sacrifices to get powers, to get positions, to get whatever they want to do. Even in offices, when you know that there are two people, and it's likely that they'll give to the other person, or you are contending with that person, you go and do what they call the juju or whatever it is. It is simply because we lack, that aspect of we saying that we submit to God. God is no longer in us. We have sold our lives to the devil. How come a university undergraduate, you are in a relationship? We've passed through university before. And I mean, a lot of people pass through university and you have relationships. So you cannot even trust that person anymore. For what you have said, they have been going on for about 2 or 3 years. Even if it is 6 months, there is one day that a relationship starts. So does that mean you cannot trust anybody anymore? Yes, I know the very first thing you will probably think of is, she's looking out for money. Because most of the cases that come to us, we find out that they are endeared. The so-called girls are endeared to men that give them money. But let's look at some cases that it's not an issue of money. It's just an issue of, I like you, I love you. You approached me that we are supposed to be in a relationship together, and I love you. And of course, we are going out relationship, undergraduate relationship. And it has come to the point that you can now sit with the devil, plan, because this is not something that was instantaneous. This is something that he had planned. He had gone to the so-called Babalawo or herbalist or whoever. They have been permutating it. He has been permutating it. And he did it. I don't know, maybe he's the only one who did it, or there was somebody who helped him to do that. And this is somebody that you love, and you can do this. Fine, I know there's another story that he never bribed, but that is not even the issue. The issue is that even if you met, what did you say? You did not do anything, you did not scream, you did not do anything. For 3 days, the dismembered parts were in your apartment. So it shows that, your fingers are deep into this. And that is why I've looked at everything, and I've just come to the fact that these people, they prefer to sit with the devil than partner with God in this thing. I'm telling you, it is really, really sad. However, we must talk about the other things that are coming to my mind now. Which is, why are we so, should I use crazy, devilish,
Inhuman.
So how exactly to human beings? Because of money. Money. Why can't you use all these your permutations? You understand? All this your thinking. Because I want to believe that these people, they think of what to do. They think they think it through. Why can't you use this in a positive way to make money? Then the craze of, I just need to hammer. I just need to live big, which has to do with values. As an undergraduate, why are you so pressurized to say you want to have this, you want to have this, you want to have this? Yes, somebody would tell me it is a societal pressure. And that is the truth. Societal pressure. When you see your colleague or somebody who graduated maybe 3 or 4 years ago, simply because that person has privilege of being with a politician, let's pick it, or being in government that has, and you're in a position where there is bribery and corruption and you're living big, or you are associated with people that they will now say they want to show you the way how they also make their money through rituals, through sacrifices, through devilish means. And you are there like a sheep that is led to the slaughter because you also are greedy. You do not know that you are supposed to wait for your time, which has to do with values, which also has to do with the God content in you. And that's why I said that take it from anywhere. We will still link it back to God. Like somebody was telling me the other day that I went to a TV station and they were talking about values, that how come we keep saying that there are no values, that our family system has dissipated. And I said, you see, you might not want to hear what I want to hear or what I want to say, but let us look at it. Foundation, yes, you talk about mothers, you talk about father, you talk about the family system, you talk about values. The foundation is what? The generation of today, they say that there is no God. And that is why you find out that they are doing all these things, because they believe there is no God, but there is God. That conscience inside of you, who put it there to say, this is bad, but you decide to kill that conscience, kill that silent voice. How can you, somebody you profess to love, you will now do this to that person? So where is your love? And then you do not even think of the fact that this is somebody's child,
Exactly.
somebody's daughter, somebody's friend that you have done this to. So you have caused pain to so many people. I mean, if we don't pray that somebody's daughter dies, you know, even if the person that you can understand, but the memory of it was his boyfriend that dismembered her.
And she was
Do you know
dismembered. That
the trauma?
alone. She wasn't sick.
Dismembered. You know, you can understand the trauma. But however, like I keep saying, it's all about self-responsibility. Whoever, we cannot say people should not go into relationship. God created us to love. And these are undergraduates anyway. They are responsible for their action. They are above 18. But what we now have to say is that when you want to go into a relationship, number one, who are you? What are your values? That should determine who you want to work with. And I think that is where everybody keeps saying that they blame the victim, they blame the victim. In this instance, I'm not going to blame the victim. I'm not going to, you understand what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
I don't even know, the inner details. I can only blame the victim when I get to know the value of this man. Probably when they now tell me that, oh, this man, he doesn't have any money, but when he gets to a party, he sprays and things like that. Understand? And then he goes out in the middle of the night and he comes back. Like a dear lady was telling me why she broke up with somebody. I said, why did you break up with this person? Oh, she said, I don't think I understand what he does. This is somebody who does not go out in the morning to work. He now goes in the night for parties. And he's asking, what work do you do? You're not like a normal person that goes out to work. Oh, he says, yes, he works for his dad. His dad is a big man. In Nigeria, they import things, they do things. He said, but then, don't you have an office? That is value speaking. He did not take her 2 weeks to say, you know what, this cannot work. If I don't know what you do, you are saying that you are staying at home, your office is at home. I don't even have to come to your office. In the evening, I will call you, you tell me that you are preparing to go for a party, you are trying to go for a meeting or whatever it is. It didn't take her 2 weeks to say, you know what, waka my own. So that is where I stand, that you must first of all identify who are you. What are my values? Then that will now determine who you are going to be in a relationship with. I went to undergrad, I went to a university. There were some people I know by my values I can't date when I was in the university. But you see, we know that some people pretend. But if you cannot pretend for long, let's get this matter. You can't pretend for long. And then, in the wisdom of our parents, it says, show me your friends. I will tell who you are. So if his friends behave in an irresponsible way, they don't have rich parents, right? And they go about with vehicles in the university. They don't have a business, mind you. There are some people who are doing legitimate business. You understand? They are earning FX and they live big. You will know. But someone who does not even have anything and he's living big, and his friends also are living big, and you cannot trace it to anything. I beg, don't tell me that, no, then that means I'm going to say, you yourself, you are greedy. And I think that is where people come, that they are very quick to say, oh, she too, she was dating somebody. But let us not be quick to judge. Let us even understand who the boy is. Looking at the picture, that boy looks like, come, I've done it in He wasn't even remorseful.
He said he didn't kill her, actually. He said he didn't kill her. that he met the dismembered body in the house, and when he was asked why he didn't reach out to the police or something, he said,
He was scared.
yes, he was scared.
Okay, fine. He met her dismembered body. So, what has he done since then? Then, obviously, because they're in a relationship, people do this thing. So, don't let us begin to do as if we are saints. He has an apartment. He will have given key, to the girlfriend. Okay, so when the girlfriend was coming, did the girlfriend say, okay, so, I'm coming to your house? And the person who dismembered her, let us even assume that the person dismembered her, somebody else dismembered her. That period, what was the discussion like? You understand? And say, oh, I've been to the house, so because they are lovers. You are not in the house. Okay, I'm in the house. Let us look at the text messages. Thankfully, the police are involved, so they will investigate. Who was the person she called last? And then, at what point, when you came in, was she fresh? Was she dismembered? Then you said that you are afraid.
But you were going to dump
the house
a part.
for 3 days. You did not do anything. It looks funny. Yes, and you are now trying to dump it. I want to believe that he was trying to dump it in bits and pieces. Maybe it was about 2 packs or whatever it is. But you see, the police will investigate properly because they need to find out who this guy is, who this guy has been calling. You understand? And who are the set of friends that this guy has been moving with in the society, in the community. Then they will trace it back. You understand? Because the girl is so innocent.
Which one? We're struggling to hear from you.
She did her birthday on the 10th. I mean, wow.
Buki, we're struggling to hear from you. Hello? All right, 07000 917 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. All right, please go ahead.
What has the girl been saying? The person who entered the guy's apartment, let's even assume he was not the one. Now, they didn't bring a cutting device. They did not ask for whatever that you will have used. I mean, but let's leave that matter for the defense operatives. I know you are talking, Blessing.
Yes, thank you very much, Buki, for your thoughts on that one.
Hello?
Yes, Buki, can you hear me?
Hello, Blessing.
Can you hear me now? All right, let's take this call. Hello. Okay, let's take this call. Good morning.
I can hear you now.
All right. Good morning.
Hello, Blessing.
Good
morning.
Good morning, Blessing. Book is not hearing you.
It's network, yes.
Yes. We thank God for another day. I just send your program now. I don't know if education is also there.
No, she's not. No, she's not.
I don't know. I would suggest that you should be streaming live for this program. Because sometimes you want to see you people in the studio. So that, I want to appeal to the local people should be streaming live.
Okay.
You see, I'm sure you're talking about the mother kids. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Before I say that, first of all, I want to do something. Buki Atala and Ibn you have, very respectful people on this program. Last week I called and I was suggesting to Chineke that she should be taking our calls. And she was telling me that they are very busy people. adult that are listening to the phone. I'm also a busy person. I was also suggesting that she should allow us, giving us time to call, and she said the two of them, they are so busy. Yes, we know. We're also making time to listen and to contribute.
Wow. We apologize for that.
I don't think that took me from Chile. What she's telling me that I'm less busy. That's why
I'm sure she didn't mean that. We apologize. We apologize for that. Please tell me your name.
Yes, my name is Ambrose.
Thank you.
And I'm calling from Norway.
All right. All right.
You see, all of these things that we see these days, especially all of these things, that's why we should keep on enlightening our children, The girl is 24. I'm 20 years, am I correct?
Yes, 20
Why
years.
the boy is 20 years? And then you begin to imagine what exactly the boy himself, the young boy, what will have come into his mind. And I learned that he just rented the place less than maybe just 1 week ago. The creep for money these days is becoming alarming. And that's why I always talk to my daughter before she goes to school. I talk to her. Hey, I don't know how we can do all of these things. How do we create the awareness even in schools? Talk to all of these people. The way the social media is going now, the social media has gone over. Everybody can go to the social media, and when you open it, you see all manner of nonsense. And you begin to imagine. And it does not just stop there. They have started advertising now. Call so number, and I will show you all of my nudity. And beyond that, they encourage, let me use a different word, oral sex. All of these things that God has not created, they go on social media, they flaunt it, and all of that. And sometimes you'll be amazed that it's possible both of them, okay, I think they are from the same school. But most of these people, they meet on social media. How can you see a human being like you kill her and you are comfortable? So where did you go from? If you didn't bring you up properly, whether Christianity or Islam, how can you be so tough, so heartless to kill a human being like you? I think all of these things, there should be justice in this country for such, at the end of the day, you'll be surprised that they may just sentence him to 2 or 3 years, or even if they sentence him to death, he will just be there in the jail. These things are not good now. Well, we have so much impurity in this land, and from bedroom now they have started killing. Why are we like this in this country now? Who will draw the card?
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Ambrose, for your thoughts on the show this morning. We have this text here from Valo Kachi, and this one says, "That's it, my dear sister. Trust no one, especially in this country of ours, not even the closest person to you. The desire to get rich quick can make a man do the unthinkable. We must drum it into the heads of our young girls. They should treat anyone who comes their way with the highest level of suspicion. Acts of this nature well known and unheard of when we were in school. At what point did we derail? This trend among the youth is horrible, disturbing and frightening. Our girls should please focus on their studies and ignore any form of relationship whatsoever. Times have changed and we must change with it. That young man committed that crime. If the police means business, they will get the truth out of him. He is a merciless murderer. God bless us all." All right. Thank you very much, Val Okachi, for your thoughts on the show today. 23 minutes right before 10 from Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. If you are just joining us, you're listening to Panorama, where ladies from different geopolitical zones come together to discuss, dissect, and disagree on topical issues. You can be a part of the conversation by sending us a text and WhatsApp message on 0703 175 6537. Log into our website www.wfm917.com. Download your mobile app WFM917. Send in your thoughts to our social media platforms WFM917. My name is Blessing Agbeton, and my guest for today is Buki Femi Ajala. So Buki, I'll be asking you this. I mean, you have done justice to the first question I asked you, and I would also like to ask you this: what would be your advice, or what are the lessons that we must take from this story? The killing of this 20-year-old 300 level student by her boyfriend of 3 years. Because if you go online, you see videos of them together. Because one would wonder, what was he thinking? I mean, people who have been seeing this girl with you, don't you think they will ask question? You know, when I took our time to read that story, I saw the fact that the lady left work. Apparently she was doing her internship. So after work for that day, she went to his place. He had invited her over. So what was he thinking? Was he thinking that people would not ask, try to ask about her whereabouts or something, that he just assumed nobody knows about the relationship and he could just perpetrate the evil and then move on that way? So basically, what are the lessons that we must take away from this story?
Okay, so number one, can you hear me now?
Yes, please.
Okay, so number one, there are many lessons, but let's start with number one. Number one, which is very, very germane: know yourself, know your values. What are your values? Your values are like the compass. That's the truth. Your values are like the compass. It will tell you if you're on the North Pole or not. So you must sit back and say, who am I? Do I love God or do I love Satan? If you love Satan, you will see somebody who loves Satan and it will gel. You understand? But if you love God and you have your own values, it will stick. There are some relationships that I've heard of that they will tell you, you know what? We must not be comfortable in a place where we will have sex and nobody gets to know. That anytime we're having a relationship right now, let it be open. Well, I mean, even if it's going to be in the house, people are going to be in the house with us. Yes, you might be in the room, but people will be in the house. So it's not going to be that, okay, just you and him alone. That's one value. I know some people who do that because they don't want to indulge in sex. So they've protected themselves. Then secondly, I tell people now, because the world is crazy, you cannot trust anybody. Thankfully, everybody has a phone. When you are living, in those days when we were young, they were telling us that when you want to go anywhere, come back home. Even if you say you live in Lopeju, you want to go to Mushi, and then you got to Mushi, you now find out that you have to go to Agege. Our parents will tell you that you must come home first. You know, then there was no telephone. Or you must let us know that from Mushi, I am going to Agege. Thankfully, there are telephones. And it is because of the world system. You can't trust anybody. So when you get to your friend's place, you call. Let your friend know that you call somebody. My sister, I have arrived at Dele's or whatever place. And when you are leaving, call. I am leaving. You might think it's stress. But even if somebody wants to have evil thoughts, the person knows you have called somebody. So let it be part and parcel of you, so that if anything happens, they can trace you to the last person immediately. They don't even have to wait for 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. Then third thing, there's something that is creeping in now, which every girl, you must protect yourself. I might not get the real name, but they call it silent relationship or hush relationship. They're in a relationship, but they don't want people to know. It is dangerous. It is very dangerous, because why won't you want somebody to know? That means it is either you are dating somebody else, and that is why you don't want somebody else to know that you are dating somebody else. That means you are a two-timer. You are dating all kinds of people, or you have an evil intention. It is just a matter of time for you to strike. You understand? Then, thirdly, you might think it's very harsh, but I'm talking from reality now. Because People are crazy about money. I had our dear Mr. Ambrose, he said people are crazy for money. And those are the signs of end times anyway, where people will just be crazy for money. Money for what? Is it money to eat? Money to, okay, you want to go to hotel, you want to go to parties, you want to live in a lavish apartment, you want to live a life. At the end of the day, what happens to your soul? So because people are crazy, the truth about it is that they can do anything. In those days, we had about, people using their mother, people using their, but now, anybody
available.
Their wives, their husbands, their children. So you just have to guard yourself. And do you know one thing? God put something in man. It's like a sensor, intuition. People should learn to listen to the intuition. Many times we ignore it. There are signals from God. These are lessons that we need to learn. And then another lesson is that when you begin to listen, when you're in a relationship or partnerships or whatever it is, this even has nothing to even do with true lovebirds. It's everything. Everything. When you begin to hear people say some things, you can pick whatever their values are from. When somebody says, what is it? Yes, now, okay, like now we are talking about somebody killing and whatever it is, and you are beside somebody, and that person is saying, it's just one chance that the lady that the lady entered now.
Buki, please, let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Okay. Greetings to you. And for me, quickly.
What's your name, please?
Joshua Toban, calling from Harcourt.
All right, Joshua.
Yeah. My condolences to the family of I actually just watched the clip of her playing with this guy, and my heart just dropped. The point is, we have a big issue in our society that we should go down to the foundation. You see, we are a nation calling God, and we have no God. Nigeria is said to rank second in the world, the second most poor nation in the world to Afghanistan. Nigeria is the second most poor nation, like 95%. We pray, we have no God. We've lost our values, our human, the love for humanity, the skin, the blood of the other person. Looking at someone else and deciding to take the life of that person is something that has to do with, loss of value, so to say, because these people unfortunately are on drugs. So you can't expect them to think things through. Anyway, they abuse themselves with substances, with all manners of pollution, because we've lost our societal value completely. It's not about money. And you see, it is unfortunate that I have to call this station to say the mothers in the nation should rise up. This is what they're trying to play politics. And you see, I've had to confront people in ways that pains me. When a mother will go and buy equipment, buy laptop for the child, and hire somebody to be training that child on Yahoo. Who does that? Who does that? Right? The nation cannot be destroyed if the women who are the conscience of the nation are rising up to their responsibilities. It was women that time that will shout. The man is always blindsided to issues going on. The woman will see it. Now, if it is the woman that is not buying equipment for the guy to go and go for Yahoo Plus and encouraging them, you know who's going to be the victim? Value. All these are the one that is running. And we have a society that protects the big guys. They sit in the front seats in the churches, in mosques. They are the most powerful people in the society. How they go and win, you don't know, and nobody will ask. If you ask, they will come after you. We should all rise up and shut down all these, he has SUV, he has, what is it? What are those material things for? So I think it's time to raise the bar when it comes to societal values and put proper work on the lives of the human person. No human being should be treated with that manner of shame. So I think everybody should have up to this occasion. This particular one should challenge all of us to have up to say, no, if I didn't know how you make your money, I'll call you out. Thank you, Lord.
All right. Thank you very much, Toba, for your thoughts on the show today. I really do appreciate you. So, Vicky, while you were saying something earlier about, calling somebody, letting somebody know where you're going to, who you're meeting, and all of that. I remember this particular time. There was this time I was supposed to meet a guy. And, it was the first time. We were just supposed to hang out here. And then this guy was like, we should go to his house. In my head, I was thinking one or two already. Like this person that I don't know. First off, I called my friend. The second thing is that I decided to share my location for hours. The moment this guy saw that I shared my location with my friend. And then he had to ask me, why did I share? I said, sorry, sorry, I just had to, sorry, it's not my fault. That's the way I am, wired at this point in time. And I just felt that's something everybody, you don't say you trust somebody or you feel like, you're matured. And especially where the country is going now, I think people are just, I don't know, the quest to make money quick, the quest to become big boy, big girls, has actually pushed a lot of people into doing what they are not supposed to do. The get-rich-quick syndrome is gradually eating deep into the society. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Christian Bassi. I'm calling from Harcourt.
All right, Christian. Good to have you on the show.
Yeah, thank you very much for your show. Well, actually, I was thinking about to get connect to you guys because you're talking about people who make money and you do not know the kind of work they do. They are stealing everywhere. Both the youth and the elderly ones. Like where I'm living. The man owns the place. He said he's an herbalist. They do a lot of sort of things there. They do a lot of sort of things there. And this result, many of these results to go and things like that. And using this to improve us, both physically and spiritually. So I don't know what to do because the goal is to live your life. It's all this stuff. We go into, I don't know what Nigeria is turning to, but government should really step up to this and work. Or government should not only focus on physical things that bring statement to the country. Many things that they bring physical, but it goes from the spiritual, which is the main aspect of life. Because it is activity and abandon, the government is supposed to allow it. Even as Christianity and Muslim to the country are two religions the country choose. Anything that mechanism, government should fight to pull down this place. All those mistakes and then because they are encouraging those youths to be doing all those things. So when that thing in the country, it leaves the ego that they will succeed on those thoughts.
All right. Thank you very much, Christian, for your...
Even for some pastors, some men of God, some afar, they don't do these things just to get money. Because as long as there's nobody will question them how they get their money. If you question them, they will come after you. But they are this, they are prosperous, they are this. So the government really need to work on to set up a new panel on the government because the government should do something. Because without fighting the country on a spiritual purpose, we can't really get the meaning in the physical. No lot of spiritual ending in Nigeria. People want money not by their sweat.
Thank you very much, Christian. Thank you. Thank you very much, Christian, for your thoughts on the show today. Vicky, we have to go. What will be your parting shot on the show this morning?
Yes, I mean, great points that our callers did. I give that to them. You talked about the fact that let people know where you are. It's the age of technology, isn't it? Everybody was saying that we have to embrace technology, we have to adopt technology. So let's adopt technology to our lives, self-responsibility. And lastly, let us talk to yes, I know it is more of men, but we also know women. So let's talk about the people who do not want to wait for their time, but they want to be greedy and they can do anything to get money at any cost. Please do not sell your soul to the devil. There is something called, your seasons. It's like a secondary school wants to have a car. Wait for your season. Go to school, graduate, then get a work, then get a car. You understand? So there are seasons. The same energy you are using to kill people, use that same energy. It's
To
just
develop
to divert
yourself.
the energy. Divert it to good things. Be productive in the nation. Many people have money doing good things. So you also look for that good thing to do. And let's build a better brand for Nigeria. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Vicky. Do well to enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yes, I'll do. And let's all have a beautiful weekend. Thank you.
All right, there you have it from Vicky Femi Ajala on Panorama this morning. It is important for us as individuals, as family members, as citizens of Nigeria to actually try as much as possible not to sell our souls to the devil. Just like Vicky said, wait for your season. Thank you very much for being a part of the conversation today, for your calls, your message. I appreciate you. Panorama will be back on Monday at 9:05 a.m. Please do well to join us again for another exciting conversation on radio. My name is Blessing Agbeito. At 10, we have Radio Doctor. Keep listening to Women Radio 91.7.
WFM 91.7.